Welcome to Little Stories Around Us, where you can relax, listen, and learn English through calm and meaningful stories. Today, let's talk about a special idea, a new way to make food for our world. Sometimes we forget how much food we need every day. Every morning, people eat breakfast, children drink milk, and workers buy lunch before going back to work. Around the world, billions of people need food. And one big part of food is protein. Protein helps us grow strong. It is in meat, fish, eggs, and beans. But as our world grows, the number of people grows too. Scientists say that by the year 2050, the world will have many more people, and we will need 50% more protein than today. That is a lot. But here comes the problem. To make that much protein, we need more land, more water, and more animals. Cows and chickens eat grass and grain, and they drink lots of water. Farms need space, and sometimes trees are cut down to make space for farms. The earth gives us many things, but it also needs rest. If we take too much, the planet gets tired. The weather changes, the forests disappear, and the oceans become warmer. So, people all over the world are asking a big question. How can we make more food without hurting our home, the Earth? In Germany, there is a company called MicroHarvest. It is a small company with a big dream. The company is led by a woman named Kate Bakers. She is smart, kind, and full of ideas. She looks at the future and thinks there must be a better way. She wants to help people eat well without making the planet suffer. Her idea is simple but amazing. Make protein not from animals, but from microorganisms, very small living things that we cannot see with our eyes. One day, in her clean and bright laboratory, Kate watched a glass bottle filled with tiny bubbles. The bubbles were alive. Inside the bottle, microorganisms were growing and changing. They were turning into protein, real, healthy, natural protein. The process was very fast. In just one day, the microorganisms became something that looked like soft powder. When the scientists touched it, it felt smooth. When they cooked it, it smelled good, almost like roasted nuts. And when they tasted it, it had a nice, savory flavor, simple and gentle, with no strange aftertaste. Kate smiled. She said softly, "This," she said, "is the future." She believed that food made from microorganisms could help the world in many ways. First, it uses much less water and land than farming animals. Second, it can be made anywhere, in a small building, not a big farm. Third, it grows fast. You can make it in one day, not in months or years. And fourth, it is clean. There are no harmful chemicals, no animal waste, and no smell. It is safe, healthy, and full of nutrition. The team at MicroHarvest started to work day and night. They wanted to make the product perfect. They mixed different microorganisms, changed the temperature, and tested the taste again and again. Some days things went wrong. The machine stopped. The mixture smelled strange. The protein became too dry. But Kate told her team, "Don't give up. Every mistake is a step closer to success." Her voice was calm but strong. The team trusted her. Slowly, they found the best way to grow the microorganisms. They discovered that their protein could be used in many kinds of food. It could be added to bread, noodles, soups, or even pet food for dogs and cats. It had no special smell or taste, so it could mix easily with other ingredients. It could help feed both people and animals. Some big companies started to notice MicroHarvest. They asked for samples. They wanted to test it in their food factories. Kate and her team were excited but careful. They knew that when something new appears, not everyone believes in it right away. Indeed, not everything was easy. Some government rules were slow. Regulators wanted to check if the new protein was safe. Papers had to be signed. Tests had to be done. Weeks turned into months. But Kate did not lose hope. She said, "We are not only building a company, we are building a future." And she meant it. Her dream was not only about making money, it was about changing how people think about food. Every morning, when the sun came through the glass windows of the lab, Kate stood beside her team and watched the golden light dance on the bottles of microorganisms. The room was quiet, except for the soft sound of the machines. It was almost like listening to a heartbeat, the heartbeat of a new kind of life. Kate thought of all the people in the world who still went to bed hungry. She thought of children who could have a warm meal one day because of what her team was doing now. She believed that small things can change the world. "We are all connected," she often said. "When we help the planet, we help ourselves." Her words inspired her workers. They felt proud of their job. Even when they were tired, they smiled because they knew their work had meaning. Months later, MicroHarvest finally finished its first big batch of protein. The team gathered around a small bowl of it. Kate looked at them and said, "Let's taste our future." They laughed and shared the food. It was simple, soft, and full of warmth. In that small moment, everyone felt something beautiful: hope. Kate's story reminds us that change often begins quietly. Sometimes it starts in a small lab with a few people who dare to dream. Sometimes it begins with just one question: can we do better? And when the answer is yes, the world slowly changes. So, the next time you eat your meal, think of the people behind it. Think of those who grow food, those who cook, and those who create new ways to feed the world. Every small idea can make a big difference. And one day, maybe the food on your table will come from the dreams of people like Kate Baker's, people who believe that a kind heart and a smart mind can work together for a better tomorrow. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to Little Stories Around Us to learn English calmly every week. See you in the next story, and take care of your dreams.